I'm just leaving on my final leg of the journey from the outside of, or just outside of Edinburgh, Lasswade. It's a beautiful morning, and little hill to go up for a start. Very good. Quite looking forward to my ride back. I'm going to try and avoid as much as possible dual carriageways, motorways. May have to do a few short stretches, but not a lot. First stop, not first stop necessarily, but first direction is to head on to the A68. That's quite a nice road towards Newcastle. I'll probably stop at Edinburgh, or maybe before. There we are, some good views here. Now we're up the hill. Okay, let's get on with the journey. Just entering Edinburgh. The A68 has been quite a nice road to ride along. The only problem with the A68 is lots of speed cameras. So actually, been relaxing, and with the cruise control set at the speed limit, mostly. So let's see if there's anywhere open for a coffee. Yeah, look, I'm hoping. Oh look, I3. Coffee corners open. I've just had a very nice sandwich, breakfast sandwich, and Americano coffee in Edinburgh. A welcome break. I'm now heading towards the English border, Scottish border, the border, England and Scotland. Another speed camera. So warning to any of those of you who want to enjoy this same route as me, the A68. Lovely road, but certainly the Scottish side covered in speed cameras. All money collecting, of course, no safety at all. Well, some of them you could argue are in sensible places, villages. There are a couple 30-mile-an-hour limits, but just on these beautiful open roads, not even on a junction, near a junction. Thank goodness for cruise control, very useful, because on a bike, any bike really, it's very easy to slip over the speed limit, especially after a little bit of cornering fun. Got the suspension set to dynamic, which means it firms it up quite a lot. I normally have it on the normal road setting, which is lovely and soft, like riding on an air cushion. Soaks up the bumps, very comfortable. But on this piece of road, it's nice to have a little bit tauter handling, a little bit, a little bit better in terms of keeping a good line in the corners, etc., etc. This is probably the highlight of the A68. Well, the highlights, the border. As you get to the border, You get some lovely bends. So one of the things to do is to make sure you've got nothing in front of you, because you do get some very slow moving lorries. So worth pulling over, letting everything go past. I've not needed to do that today, but as you can see, it's quite pleasant. Good tarmac. Certainly for the brave on a sports bike, this is going to be a lot of fun. Although we're going not too badly on the old GS. Not really a rider for getting the foot pegs down and that sort of thing. Not that you could on this bike. I'm sure there are those of you who can. Unfortunately, when I came this way earlier in the week, the camera didn't work. Or I shouldn't blame the camera. The operator didn't turn the camera on properly. Here we are, the border. Bye bye Scotland, hello England. But we're in one country, aren't we? The United Kingdom. And I'm coming up to the next interesting part of the ride. Is going across the edge of the Cheviot Hills through the north part of the Northumberland National Park. Quite bleak here. It's part of the country where not many people come. So if you want a quiet holiday, Northumbria is your place. Having said that, there were some quite remote places I've been to on this trip in the far north of Scotland. It's also quite shocking in some places how many coachloads of tourists there are being shuffled around to various key attractions. And as I found out to my cost, well, not cost, but a laugh anyway, staying at a hotel where the coaches also stay makes for an evening of, well, interesting entertainment. Interesting location for a castle. Some quite fantastic views from this piece of road here. Wonderful. Well, by the way, I am looking where I'm going. I've just got my helmet to the right, but I'm looking straight ahead. I can watch the film back later. So I'm on cruise control here at exactly 60, and as you can see, these bends are so wide and sweeping, you really could go a lot faster. Now we're coming on to the roller coaster bit of the road, I think, where the ups and downs are, well, quite severe compared to the average road. Line summit. Whoa, that was a good one. Whoa, fantastic. Oh, goodness. I think it makes it worse because I'm slowing down for each one. Or makes it worse. It makes my stomach feel like it's jumping more. It's a very straight road, this part of it. My assumption is it's Roman. Again, a glance at the Ordnance Survey map will be able to tell if that was the case. Certainly an enjoyable road. A road where it's tempting to go a bit faster than allowed, but of course much more dangerous than it looks. Well, maybe it is as dangerous as it looks. Well, that's a roller coaster done, I think. Back to some twisties. Seem to have been quite lucky with the A68 today. Not too much traffic, considering it's a working day, a Thursday morning. One would have expected maybe a little more hassle. Oh, there we are. I could have been stuck behind 3 of those quite easily. Although the one benefit on a motorbike is it does allow you the opportunities to overtake far more readily than the car, and generally much more safely too. One of the things I did find yesterday, not that I filmed it, was traversing the Edinburgh bypass at rush hour with the big panniers on the back, making me rather wide. It did prevent me from being able to filter productively. Just really that little bit too wide to filter safely in the traffic that I was on. So I had to sit for maybe 5-10 minutes with the cars. Apart from that, panniers are great. Roller coaster by the looks of it. Probably not too severe this time. Okay, time to carry on. More roller coasters. Here we go. Oh, one roller coaster. Clouds ahead look a little bit ominous. I did check the weather radar earlier whilst having coffee in Edinburgh, and it did appear to show some pretty heavy rain in the north of England, mostly to the north-west, with the potential to spread east. So I think I'm okay with those at the moment, but I need to be ready for the old wet stuff again later this afternoon, maybe. Certainly beats the A1. So if you're going to be heading around the top of Scotland and you don't mind taking a little bit longer to get there, and you want to enjoy it, after all, why suffer the boredom of a dual carriageway on the bike? You could be doing this. Well, it didn't last too long. Well, it lasted all morning. It's now the wet stuff again. A nice tractor to overtake. Some angry skies. in County Durham at the moment, coming up to a place called Tolaw. GS really does make overtaking easy. Well, I hope you can see that view ahead. Quite a dramatic view. Sun on the hill, just in the foreground. Dark skies above, behind. The 868 certainly does ride up quite high through this part of County Durham. Across. Oh, there's the storm, look at that. Good downpour over there. Okay, this is Tolaw. Well, the rain has arrived, or I've arrived in the rain. It's a funny situation riding a motorbike in the rain. When you've got the waterproof gear on a bike like the GS, you feel pretty cocooned from it all, really. Despite it rattling away in my helmet. Stay warm, stay dry. Yeah, it's pretty good. I do feel sorry. I felt sorry for a biker I saw in Scotland at the somewhere near Inverness. Where was it? He stopped for a rest after the heavy rain that I'd just been riding through. He just had like a camouflage jacket, trousers, and well, he looked rather damp. Makes all the difference having the right clothes. So really the only issue with this weather, two issues. One is you can't enjoy corners as much as normal. Oh, that's hail. I think, is that hail? It's heavy anyway. And the bike gets all dirty. Sort of in places you find fiddly to get to, so it's not a quick fix. Yes, that is proper hail. I can actually feel it whacking against my arms and my fingers. It's one of those times I'm going to put in soon to get petrol. And oh, you okay on that bike? You poor thing. I feel sorry for you. Well, actually, it's okay. Toft Hill, this place is called. An unusual name. Toft Hill. Well, that's pretty heavy rain. Proper downpour. Slowing up proceedings a little. Brighter skies ahead. There we are. Look at that. No sooner did it start, did it end. It's quite something. Look at that. It's so localised. Nearly spits now hitting the visor of those coming off the front of the bike. West Auckland. Okay. Right, that fun. I shall carry on my riding.